I know. I said I wasn't going to be getting off too intense. I wasn't going to go at everything too hard because that's ultimately something that I do, and then everything falls apart, and then I can't get back on track. But here's the thing. Okay, so here's the thing. I've been doing the program for a little bit over a week now, and I wanted to just chat about how things are going, some of the things that I've experienced, my thoughts, and if you watch my last video, first of all, if you haven't watched my last video, I'll put it up here in the link above somewheres, but basically my last video, I said that was episode 0. That was the first episode of me doing the Go On More version 2 challenge with Nick Bear, and this is episode 1, the second video in that series. But what I wanted to talk about today, just a couple of different things. My initial thoughts about the program. Some of you probably have done the program. If you haven't, I encourage you to go check it out. Links will be in the description down below. First off, the program so far. Now, I aim at trying to be the best that I can be for my family. I say that in all of my videos because that is the most important thing to me, and that is one of the things that really got me excited about this program, and I still stand by that. I'm a little bit over a week in. Am I really sore? Yes. There's a lot of different things going on in this program that I'm not used to. I've never really, first of all, obviously, the running. I've said that before. I'm not really used to all the running, but I'm also not used to Metcons or just Nick Bear's style of training. It's a little bit beyond me. It's a little bit different than what I'm used to. I'm used to more of a standard push-pull legs, go to the gym, not worry about cardio, none of that stuff. So my body's taking a little bit of a toll. Here's the cool thing about the program, or one of the things, my initial thoughts, and I'll go into the program a lot more later on, but one of the cool things that I found out about the program, or that I like about the program, is the warm-up. I know, it's a little bit crazy, but the warm-up when it comes to when you're in the gym is one of those things that I like the most about this program, because what it actually does is the warm-up generally is this whole core circuit thing where you're doing lots of leg raises, you're doing maybe some planks, you're doing some decline sit-ups, you're doing all these different things to warm up your core, and that's actually the start of the workout. Now, traditionally, I do push-pull legs, and when I do that push-pull legs routine, normally I warm up with something like the elliptical, but usually that just feels like a warm-up. Here, where I'm working my core, and I'm getting some extra core work, which is something I didn't do a whole lot of before, I feel like I'm actually getting some work done. It's more than just warm up to me. It actually is a really solid start to the workout, because it feels like it's an actual start to the workout. It's not a warm up for the workout, but it's still a warm up for the workout, if you have any idea what I mean by that. So far, really liking the program. The only negative, if I was to have one, last week I was doing a lot of push-ups before I actually got to my heavy bench press stuff, and that was sort of pre-exhausting, and you just couldn't get to the heavy bench. And the break in between each set was a little bit short for me, especially when I'm trying to go heavy. But all that to say, still super awesome. And some of that, being in that program, being in that timing, doing all those things, is just a really good change for me, a really good change of pace, and it really mixes things up, and it feels more like I've accomplished something. There's a little bit about the intensity there, even though you can't lift as much because you haven't taken enough break, or you're a little bit exhausted by the time you get to one of your big compound movements. The idea of these shorter breaks and doing more things and all of this stuff kind of, in a way, feels like it's a more intense overall workout, if you know what I mean. Because when you're just doing heavy lifts, sometimes those long breaks, resting so that you can lift more, feels a little bit less intense, and sometimes I feel like I get a little bit less done. So I'm filming this before I actually get to my second workout in the gym. It's just the way today's worked out timing wise, but I did get my run in this morning, and here is just a couple of clips of just the beautiful morning we had for that run. Okay, so not a bad run. I averaged a little bit under 9.5 minutes per mile, so you know, decent pace, easy, not pushing it too hard. I only did 3 miles because I'm in week 2, day 1, just meant to be an easy run, and I'm doing the beginner right now. But, and I know I said I do this to myself all the time, but I'm thinking about ramping it up, and what I'll do, I'm going to talk about that when I get back to the house, because I was watching a video yesterday. It came out almost a year ago now, but it really got me thinking and got me wanting to up my frequency. So we'll get to that when I get back to the house. But for now, the other thing I wanted to talk about was the walking, because I am doing 75 hard. So I'm doing that in combination with this Go One More challenge. Now the problem is on some of these easy runs, especially when I'm just doing like 3-4 miles, is that it doesn't take me 45 minutes. So I'm putting on the back end of that a walk, like I mentioned in my last video. Problem is, I live in New Brunswick, and it's starting to get pretty cold in the mornings. And what I wear for my run, now I know I have to be pretty aware that I'm going to heat up as soon as I get running, but what I wear for my run versus what I want to wear for my walk right after, where I'm all sweaty and cooling down, are two very, very different things. So I'm not quite sure how to manage that, because I don't want to carry a bunch of stuff while I'm running. But if anybody has any suggestions, anywhere they could point me to get some direction on what I should probably wear, please comment in the comments section down below. So that was actually a pretty awesome run, and a couple of the things that I wanted to bring up from that run. I know. I said I wasn't going to be getting off too intense. I wasn't going to go at everything too hard, because that's ultimately something that I do, and then everything falls apart, and then I can't get back on track. But here's the thing. The last couple of days, I stumbled across a handful of videos of people doing different challenges. The super common one that people are doing is running 5K every day for 30 days. The one that really inspired me, or the two that really inspired me, I saw this video from a YouTuber who ran every day for 365 days. And that video is almost a year old now, but super, super inspiring. And the other one, and this YouTuber, I find it very entertaining. He has a video out there that's a year old again, but it says how to run every day, running every day for a year, no days off. And that is hella good. Now, I know I do have some days off, and I know some people are going to say that it's not really a great idea to run every single day, but you have to. I think there's a couple of things that would be a positive for me. One, I'm telling you, if you haven't tried it, if you haven't run before, if you haven't done any of Nick Bare's programs or any other program that involves a lot of running, try it out. Get up early in the morning, maybe get up earlier than you're used to so you can fit it in, but start your day off with a quick run. Start off small like I did, work your way up, and it's awesome. It is a great way to start the day. It's funny, I always used to, I did for a long time, went to the gym early in the morning. This is just something different. There's something different about starting a day with run. Really focus on staying healthy. So doing a proper warm-up, taking some of those days where I'm running, I'm just doing a little bit of a recovery run. I'm not doing anything insane. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just doing a recovery run, just a few kilometers to keep the blood flowing and get that workout in first thing in the morning. So that's something I'm thinking about. That's something I'm probably going to try, with the goal of staying healthy, because it seems like just such a great thing to do. So I know that's a little bit rambly. I know some of that is kind of all over the place, but this is just where I'm at. This is episode 1, the second episode in my series of the Go One More version 2, What Matters to Matt. My name is Matt. This channel is What Matters to Matt, and I will see you in the next one.